Well, Keith, you think we're going to get some rabbits this morning?
Yeah, I think we're going to get a few, Barn. It's perfect weather. Got a little rain last night.
Yeah.
This morning it's about 35 degrees. It's going to be good weather for hunting rabbits.
I'm telling you. And of course, this is the first time anybody's been in here rabbit hunting this year.
Should be fresh. There should be a lot of rabbits in the area.
I think I saw one just a few minutes ago while you were...
One ran right behind me, Barn.
Yeah. I don't believe we need the dogs this morning.
Nah, I don't believe we could just probably kick them out of the grass and shoot.
Yeah, that's what we ought to be doing.
We'll have to put up with them dogs.
That's right.
I think Albert didn't want to run their dogs.
You think so?
Exercise, I think so.
Well, we can...
I think it's pretty
I'm ready. We can use them or we don't have to use them.
Yeah, I think he's set on using.
Well, we turn the dogs loose. There they go. Here, boy, yeah. Woo! Boy, look at the dogs. Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning.
You ready to get them?
Ready to get them.
We're going to use the dogs this morning?
Yes, we will.
Because we just haven't seen one rabbit already.
Well, that's good.
How about it, Mr. Person? You ready, buddy?
How you doing this morning?
Fine. You doing all right, buddy?
What you shooting today?
Shooting a 410. What about you?
410 double barrel?
Right. What you
I'm
got?
gonna tell you a story about this 20 gauge at the end of the hunt today.
All right. I'm
20 gauge Browning.
You gonna get all headshots this morning?
All headshots, and I cannot. This is not a cannon. I don't like to.
No. You're right. We just turned the dogs loose. Yeah, what you think? They're not on one already.
Sign good.
Sounds good, huh?
A lot of good signs. Al, you gonna cover this area right here? That's a good one, Bob.
Yeah, they on one already? They on two.
The other one over here.
Watch it. Hey, they already on two of them now. It's all right if I shoot this morning, or I just got to film?
No, you can shoot also.
I can?
Yes.
Uh-oh. You don't have nothing over here. We just turned them loose. We want two rabbits already.
That's right.
We got some music this morning.
They on something good there.
Oh yeah, they're on one there. So one in the front, one in the back. Good shot, Keith. Look at him, boy. Look at him. Here, boy. Yeah. But don't let him get it. Don't let him get it. Yeah. That's a big one, huh, Keith?
Yeah, boy, he's a good one, Barn. He's fat.
Yeah. No headshot on that one, huh, Keith?
No, a little bit behind the head, but he's dead.
Yeah. Uh-oh, they picked up again. Uh-oh, they picked up two.
Think they sound like they own one there, Barn?
They own one right now. Listen to that music. Yeah, Keith Apple, good friend of mine, Tommy McMillan from Longtail Church Point. He got some great dogs. Oh, Person just shot one. Got him, Person. Got a headshot, Person.
No. Got him right in the vicinity of his front shoulder. Not a bad shot for an old man on the run.
That's a good one. Oh, there you go. Hey, you're bringing that other rabbit back now, Person. Get ready.
I'll be ready for it.
Picked up again. Uh-oh. Got him now. Person got him? We do a lot of shooting this morning, huh, Keith?
Yeah, sounds good.
Picked up again.
Yeah, they on some more. Must have hit a nest of them, boy.
I'm telling you.
Byron, you asked me if I had a headshot on him. Check the head. Check the jaw, lower jaw.
I tell you what, that's what's called a headshot there, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Got him, buddy.
Got him.
And he wasn't sitting now, he was running.
Oh, come on, he's wide open?
No, he wasn't wide open, but he came up to him and he,
Yeah.
you know, he saw him and then he tried to make his move.
Uh-huh. You know that rabbit came out right here? Keith shot it 3 times.
Well,
How many times you shot at a rabbit?
we're shooting 50% right now.
That's good. That's... I thought I heard something in the bushes there. Uh-huh. That sure is some pretty darn little puppies. Brothers, it sound like they picked up. That's a nice one there, Chris.
What you got there, person? Show us. Wait, I don't know if you want to see the inside of it.
No.
That's a good one.
That's number 2 for you or what?
Oh, yeah, that's number 2.
That's a good one. Yep, that's a good one there.
Real good rabbit.
Hey, what Keith just did, Percy? Huh?
The rabbit took that 410 from Keith.
Come on, huh?
Oh,
He lost his gun too, huh?
Oh, yeah. Look at him gone in the brush trying to get it back now.
Yeah. Kid, you messed him, kid.
Scared him good.
Did he take your gun? Huh? I can't believe. I thought you had missed him.
I thought I had to. Couldn't shoot him when he was in open because the bottom door over there. Right when he got into the grass.
Yeah, he ran across right there. Yeah, he ran across right there. See where the dogs ran across? Yeah. He went right there.
Jumped another one, Brian?
I think that's the one that just ran across the road right there.
Yeah, that's one, Byron.
That's it, huh? That was a rabbit, Keith.
Think they got him?
Yeah.
One more, Byron. For the
One
fun.
more, huh?
One more for the fun.
Big one out.
Yes. Nice one.
Uh-huh. Yeah. What about it, Keith?
Yeah, that's a nice one.
I'm gonna let Kid hold my gun while I put him in my bag.
Nice one you got there.
Oh, yes.
How'd you get him, Albert?
Shot him in the head.
Uh-huh.
Come running back on you?
Oh, he was running up ahead.
Ah. Hey. Hunt this kid.
All right, Byron.
Ready to get nothing?
Let's get some more.
All right. Uh-huh. That's a nice one.
Huh? Yes.
That's a big one.
Oh, yes. Good.
Big puppy dog.
Good.
Well, you dogs are really working fine today.
Really are.
You know, we've been on rabbits ever since we got here this
That's
morning.
true.
You know, by the first minute we let them out the truck, they picked up a trail and took off.
That's true.
Person just shot.
Yes.
Person, you got him?
Byron,
Ah.
I'm not sure personally I killed that one. He has been shooting pretty much today.
Yeah. He's looking over there. He just shot. Usually when Percy shoots, he
I
drops.
think he got it.
Think so?
Oh, yeah, he got it.
Oh, yeah, you got it, Percy.
He finally killed one.
Uh-huh. That's a big one.
Who's there in the swamp, Byron?
The swamper, you call that.
Yeah. Full grown.
Uh-huh.
He took that one and fed him good for. Yeah, I fed him.
Oh, Keith's been feeding those rabbits now.
How you like that, Al?
That's nice.
All right.
Good shot. I'm glad you didn't miss that one, Mr. Jordan.
Oh, yeah. Well, I lost my eyes. No need to say about it.
They on him now. Oh, yeah. Just picked up another one. Let me get out of your way.
Got him out.
Oh yeah, I see the fur flying. Oh, Al, there you come, Byron.
Come on.
Al's getting good. Oh yeah, he's warming up.
All right.
Yeah. Go up high, you gonna cross foot up. Look again.
Uh-oh. Well,
Take that man's shell. Well, that was a big rabbit.
that was a big one. We got enough rabbits, Al. Hey,
And the rabbit.
he's gone. He's gone, buddy.
Al see, he said he got to get him. Go see Al. You might have got him. I seen him past the post, Albert. Look another one. Look another one cross. You see him?
Another one.
You might just have to go back and get them.
Oh, no, we got enough rabbits. We're going to leave those for seed.
You were right, though.
Yeah.
Ain't of a dog. They wasn't coming straight here. Oh, they used to warm a rabbit up, but she old and out of shape now.
Uh-huh.
Nolesmans, we've had another great hunt. Byron, thanks a lot for inviting me. This is my second year out with you.
Oh, that's our
Down in South Louisiana, we had a terrific time.
We appreciate Keith Hurd.
Keith, thanks a lot for having us down here. We enjoyed it, and I had a few stories I needed to tell Byron. When this gun was newer and I was younger, we probably would have had twice as many rabbits because I missed my fair share today, but I've enjoyed it.
Well, good. I'm glad you did. I did too, Percy. I really did.
And listen at the dogs. They're still running. We're going to have to go get old Al out the bushes.
That's right. And we'll see you next weekend on our outdoor show.
We hope everyone has enjoyed this week's edition of the Acadiana Outdoor Show. Remember, whether you're on the water or in the woods, the role you play as a sportsman is how others see it. We hope everyone's next outdoor adventure is a good one, and don't forget, if you kill or catch something, that's a bonus. Until next week, I'm David McCann for Byron Briggs and the Acadiana Outdoor Show. Keep on camping, and we'll see you in the woods.
This is Dr. Hallgruder from the Animal Medical Center with your pet tips for this week. This is my able assistant, Philip Robertson. Has been with me for 30 years. We're going to talk today about vaccinations. If you get a puppy or a kitten, it should be brought to your vet when he's 2 weeks old for the first time to be wormed. At 4 weeks, he should be wormed again. At 6 weeks on the dog, he starts his regular shots, which is the Parvo Corona we give first. At 7 weeks, we give distemper measles complex. At 8 weeks, we give the second Parvo Corona. Then at 9 weeks or 10 weeks, right along in there, we start the permanent distemper shots. And we give a Bordetella shot, which is a new shot for kennel cough. And at 12 weeks, we give the third Parvo Corona along with the second distemper. Then we give the rabies either at the same time or at 13 weeks. We'll give the rabies. And then in 20 weeks, we come back with a Parvo Corona revaccination. They actually get 4 the first year. Parvo Corona is a viral infection that we didn't have 10 years ago. It was a virus that we had in cats, and it crossed over into the dog population and killed a tremendous amount of dogs, and still does. In fact, it was the disease was so bad we had no vaccinations for it, but they knew what the
Well, welcome back to Acadiana Outdoors. Stan, what we're going to cover today is the start to the finish of turkey hunting. We're going to talk about the things that a hunter needs to know, what to bring with him in the woods, legal-wise, clothes-wise, calls-wise, everything. So let's start off at the top.
Okay, well, as I'm sure everyone knows, for the first time in Louisiana, every hunter that's going to be hunting turkeys will have to obtain the new Louisiana wild turkey stamp.
So how much is the stamp?
The stamp's $5.50.
Okay, so the stamp plus a basic hunting license.
Plus also a big game hunting
Plus
license.
a big game license.
That's correct.
Okay, so let's put that down as number one.
That's right.
Okay, let's talk about hunting areas for a minute. Well, most of the turkey that we're going to be hunting is in wildlife management areas, right?
Well, there are a lot of turkeys in around this area that are indeed not in wildlife management areas and on private land.
Right, so it's going to be a combination of both.
Right, that's correct.
Okay. Let's talk about getting into the woods and out of the woods. On wildlife management areas, no ATVs, no motorized ATVs. You can walk or ride a bike.
That's correct. That's right.
And I'm not joking about the riding the bike part. You can use a bicycle.
Bicycles are legal on the ATV trails in the wildlife management area.
Right. Let's talk about some of the camouflage. You have
This is mossy oak full foliage, which I find to be very good in the springtime because there's a lot of green leaves.
You think, I mean, like right now, we have a lot of green coming out on the trees, or we're a little early?
We're a little early right now, but probably by next week or so, you know, the woods are going to be turning green pretty rapidly.
So the real tree right this weekend would probably be a little more advantageous, right?
That's very, very true. The thing about it is that you got to understand is that a turkey's eyesight is so good that not so much, I don't think, the type of camouflage, but more so that you totally camouflage yourself.
Right.
I hunt turkeys, I have everything camouflaged except my eyes.
Right.
And the two ends of that double-barrel shotgun. That's the only thing he can see when he's looking at me.
You're right. All right, well, let's get down to that. Your hands, what do you use for your hands?
I use these little lightweight gloves that are made out of material very similar to like a t-shirt, you know, just 100% cotton material.
Try one of these on, Stan.
It keeps your...
So they come all the way up to the wrist?
They have long cuffs on them, so they'll go over your sleeve of your shirt too if you roll your sleeves
So it
down,
matches your mossy oak, right?
Yeah, well, that's just for mostly for show. Anything gloves would do, you know. I also use a face mask that covers up everything except for my eyes, you know.
So
it's
now they make all kinds of face masks.
Yeah, this one's made by Mossy Oak, I believe, as well. It's as you can see, it just covers everything but your eyes, and two little strings tied in the back to keep it from moving from side to side. You don't want to have any part of your body exposed, and turkeys, unlike deer, are not colorblind.
They're not.
So if you have any type of color that doesn't blend in with the surroundings, especially if it moves, that turkey can pick that up because he's got better eyesight than a deer does.
Right.
So you have to be really careful about making sure you totally camouflage.
Well, one of the things that I've always seen turkey hunters, they have to carry into the woods all of their stuff, you know?
Well, that's right.
There are a lot of ways to do it. I have 3 different examples here today. I have this bag made by French & Son, and it's a 4-5 pocket bag. I carry gloves in it, a mask, extra calls, shotgun shells. Let's just name them. What are things you need to carry? What is this?
That's an owl hooter.
Now, what does that do?
Well, that causes turkeys to gobble most of the time early in the morning. It just shocks them into gobble. And when a turkey's out in the woods, waking up on a spring morning, he wants to be the boss of the woods. And any noise that anything would make, sometimes just your car door slamming or a boat in the river or something, will cause them to gobble. When they hear an owl hooting out in the trees right at daybreak, they'll gobble at it. You know, if they hear a crow, they'll gobble gobble at it.
Right.
You know? So it's just a way to get them to what we turkey hunters refer to as shock gobbling, just to locate them.
Right, so the owl call and the crow call will do the same. So a good rasp on the crow call.
Right. All it'll do is get them into, just cause them to gobble so you can locate them. And once you locate them, then what you try to do is you try to get in there and set up as close as you can to that bird without getting too close where he can see you or hear you, and set up, and then you begin calling with your sounds that you make to simulate the hen.
Right.
Cause the gobbler to come in toward the hen, which is opposite of what happens in nature. Normally the turkey starts gobbling and the hens come to him, so you got to convince him that he needs to go to you, which is more difficult.
Well, now when you turkey hunt, here's another bag right here. Now, Stan, I know you would like this because I know you don't stand up and hunt turkeys, right?
Right.
So this is a nice little bag. It has a little clip in the front.
That's right.
It's a little three-piece bag.
It's also got a nice little cushion seat there.
And it has a camouflage. This is another French & Son product right here. But it has a nice little seat because you're going to be sitting on that nice, moist ground up against a tree, right?
That's right. And when you see him, when he's gobbling, and the first thing you know, he's getting close, and you need to get down and sit down, you might not be able to find the most comfortable place to sit down. You know, he's there, he's coming, he's gobbling, and you sitting there, you need to just get down right away. So it's always good to have a little something to sit on. You might be on a root or a stick or anything else down there, and you can't move, because if you move...
Well, that's one, and look, here's another one, Stan. This is a mossy oak version. This is a full vest jacket right here.
Yeah.
It also has the fanny cushion built into it. And that's something you don't have to worry about carrying it around and putting it in another place and all that. And this also has a nice feature in it, because one thing you won't want to do is kill the turkey, walk out with the turkey on your shoulders, and have someone shoot you. This has an orange flag built into it.
There you go.
So you can pull that flag out, and you know, no one will mistake you for...
Keep you from pulling lead out.
Right. So I'll tell you what, Stan, let's take a break here. We're going to come back in a minute. Let's hear what our sponsors have to say, and we're going to talk about shot size and calls and things like that.
Very good.
We'll be right back. Welcome back. We just got through talking about some of the hunting vests with the orange on them so no one will shoot you. I'll put that down here. And Stan, look, let's get into some of the specifics, not the calls yet, but let's talk about bringing into the woods a compass.
Well, I think any good woodsman knows that that's a necessity when you're hunting, especially when you're hunting something like a turkey, because you may have one gobbling way over here in a part of the woods that you aren't as familiar with, but the best ammunition you can have is to know the terrain where you're hunting. So
right, so you have to bring a compass in. Always carry that with you. That's your lifesaver.
That's right.
I mean, that's very important. Okay, gun size, everybody shoots what, 12 gauge?
12 gauge. I would suggest to anyone to do when they get ready to start turkey hunting is to go out and spend you a little bit of money, buy you a different sizes. I personally shoot number 6 shot. I shoot 2 1/4 inch magnums by Active, the nickel plated 6s. Every shell manufacturer makes what they call a turkey load. Some people shoot 5s, 4s, 6s, even 2s. I recommend you take and go spend a little money, buy some shells, go to a range somewhere, pattern your shotgun, see which kind of shell your gun shoots the best.
Right. Well, Stan, right here, this is Winchester.
Right.
Of course, Winchester is one of our sponsors. And then I have, this is called a Duplex 2x4, made by Remington. And that's just 2 choices, but like you say, I know you reload a lot too, don't you?
Yeah, but I don't reload my turkey.
You don't reload your turkey shells, okay.
I shoot 3-inch magnums too. I think the more BBs you have, that's the reason I started with 6s.
Well, I think I got this one from you, this shell right here. But this is 2x4, which means it has 2s and 4s in a combination of shot.
Yeah.
So
just buy the shells, pattern your gun. The one that puts the most BBs in a turkey's head, that's the one you want to do.
Right.
You shoot them in the head. You don't shoot them in the body. You'll never kill them like that.
Okay, let's just show some of the calls.
Okay.
You start off with one of the
Okay.
Primos. I see you have a
Yeah, this
Primos
is a new Primos graphite
right here.
based what we call a box call.
Now,
It's probably one of the easiest calls to learn how to use.
probably the oldest known call.
That's
isn't it?
right too. That's
And
right.
it just,
Just lightly
that's
make
like
a
a
little.
purr.
Yeah.
Would be excellent for doing that.
You can do every sound a turkey makes
Just a
on one of
little
these.
pluck.
You know. Right.
We're not going to make a lot of noise with it today, but that's one. And what you have over there?
This is a glass call. Okay. It's very similar to a slate call.
That's
They look
another Primos
identical.
call.
That's correct. They're identically. They look identical. They're made out of different things. You just take this and just.
That's a nice call.
Yeah, this works good.
But
Yeah,
now-
here again, you can make almost every
But now,
sound a
Stan,
turkey
if I have both of my hands occupied doing this,
That's the reason my call of choice is this mouth call right here, because there's only one thing I want in my hand when that gobbler comes walking up.
well, wait, before you show that, let me show you this. Now, this is a Primos call right here, okay? What would be wrong with using this? Now listen to this.
There's nothing wrong with using any of these calls. It's just a matter of choice as to which one you can do best to make the turkey sounds that are necessary in order for you to get that gobbler to come in and shoot him.
I know everybody wants to hear you make one little call. Can you do a little?
Sure.
I know they're taping next door, but can you give us one little light? Just
This is a Primos True Double call right here. It's my choice of calls, and I can do all the different sounds of the turkey here.
that's not
A basic little yelp.
okay.
Okay.
That's a little yelp. Okay, Stan, what we're going to do, excuse me. So we covered clothes, the license, extra stuff, all the different kind of calls, a hooter, a crow call.
Yeah, there's only one thing I want to add, that there's a lot of people out here these days who are just beginning to turkey
Oh,
hunt,
that's
you know.
important, Stan.
And there's a lot of deer hunters turned turkey hunters. People hunting deer in the woods see turkeys everywhere, you know, so now everybody wants to be a turkey hunter. Turkeys and populations are growing. The biggest bit of advice I can give to anyone who's just beginning is all these calls are real nice. They're made for turkey hunting. They're not made for turkey scouting.
Don't go out in the
You
woods.
go out in the woods with a turkey call and you start calling to try to locate turkeys and find turkeys in a given area, and all you're doing is educating them. And then when opening day comes and they hear that turkey call, they think, well, the last time I heard that, it was some guy walking through the woods, you know?
Right.
So you be doing yourself a big injustice by calling turkeys before the season opens.
Don't
It's
go
not
out in the
like-
woods and play around.
No, you walk around, you look for the sign, you look for feathers, scratchings, droppings, and whatnot of the birds, and then you.
Well, you know, Stan, I tell you what, that's probably the most important piece of information we could tell everybody today.
That's, in my opinion, it is.
Don't go out in the woods calling for turkey before the season.
That's right.
It's a waste for everything.
That's right.
The next part of the show, folks, we're going to show y'all Primos's The Truth 7. They're going to shoot 14 different shots of hunting turkeys. They're going to shoot the Easton, the Osceola, the Merriam, and the Rio Grande. So y'all stay tuned for some great action of turkey hunting.
Jeremy. Jeremy, listen to me. Put it on his neck. Take the time. When I say shoot, shoot it. Oh, David. See you, Jeremy? Take your time. Just let him shoot. Take your time. Don't shoot too much. See, Jeremy. See? Watch that. See, Jeremy.
Right, bud.
Somebody's killing. All right, let him come out. That's a good one. Anytime. It's a big one.
Well, folks, that's it. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a great show on turkey hunting. I hope everybody gets ready. Stan, tip of the day.
Tip of the day, make sure you target. Hens are illegal to shoot. Make sure you're shooting a gobbler, and by all means, don't shoot another hunter.
That's it, folks. Y'all enjoy the great outdoors. We'll see y'all next week on Acadiana Outdoors.
We hope everyone has enjoyed this week's edition of the Acadiana Outdoor Show. Remember, whether you're on the water or in the woods, the role you play as a sportsman is how others see it. We hope everyone's next outdoor adventure is a good one, and don't forget, if you kill or catch something, that's a bonus. Until next week, I'm David McCann for Byron Briggs and the Acadiana Outdoor Show. Keep on camping, and we'll see you in the woods.
I'm Dr. Richard Hargruder from the Animal Medical Center. The pet tips for this week, we're going to talk about fleas. Fleas is one of the biggest problems that a veterinary profession has in their clinic. This is what it causes most of our dermatology, of all of our skin diseases. If you have a dog, this one doesn't have it, it loses the hair on the back part right here towards the tail head. 99% of the time that's a flea allergy, dermatitis. There's all kind of things for fleas. You have the sprays for the yard, you have the bombs for the house, you have all of that, and they're all good. And you've got the powders for the dog and cat. But it's been years since they came out with anything really new. And this is a new thing they came out with last year. This is Program. This is for the cats. It comes in 2 sizes. It's a liquid that you put on the feed, on the food once a month. This is for the dogs. It comes in 4 different sizes. It goes by the weight. This does not kill adult fleas. Adult fleas is only 5% of your problem. 60% of your problem are the eggs. So if you're giving Program and a flea is on the dog, when he bites the dog for the blood meal and stuff like that. He gets the program into his body, and the eggs that are produced by the fleas are sterile. They will not hatch. So theoretically, you can get rid of all fleas by getting rid of the eggs. Now, you got to realize in a house dog, you're going to have a lot of fleas and a lot of pupa and larvae, like in the carpets. So if you start using this, you'll continuously see adult fleas for about 3 months. Because fleas, after they lay their eggs and they die, they don't live very long, the adults. So along with this, if you want to get rid of them even faster, you can use a spray for the adults. But even if you don't do that, eventually you will get rid of your fleas because the eggs will never hatch. All of the flea, we didn't know this until about 10 years ago. We thought that fleas stayed on a dog only about 15 minutes out of a 24-hour period. The rest of the time they were in your house. Well, we found that's just the opposite. They're only off of the dog for 15 minutes in every 24 hours. They live most of their life on the dog, and all of the eggs that fleas lay, they lay on the dog or the cat. They don't lay it in the carpet, but these eggs are not sticky eggs. They don't have any kind of a sticky that would make them stay on the dog so they fall off, and they're in your carpets and all. But with everything that we have for fleas, this program is a thing that you should talk to your doctor about, because we've been using it for a year now. We had only one complaint in a year. This is the only product that I have seen since I've been a veterinarian, which has been 34 years, that people actually called us to tell us how great it was. So that's our tips for this week. We'll be coming to you again next week with some more tips.